Okay, so today we are going to start the product of vectors. Now, when we are studying about product of vectors, there are two types of product. The first one is known as scalar product or dot product. Scalar product or dot product. We can call it scalar or dot product. Second one is vector product or cross product. So here we will be first starting with the first type of product, that is the scalar product. Now in scalar product, when we multiply two vectors, the quantity which we are getting on multiplying these two vectors is a scalar quantity. So when we are multiplying two vectors, we are getting a scalar quantity. Can you give me one example for that? Can you give me one example where we are multiplying two scalar quantity, two vector quantities, but I am getting a scalar quantity as the product? Yes, it is the work done. Work done is the product of force and the displacement. Both of them are vector quantities, but the quantity which we are getting is work done. That is a scalar quantity. So here I am just taking an example for work done equal to force applied into displacement of point of application of force. This is the definition of work, है ना? Force applied multiplied by displacement of point of application. Now you all have seen this expression of work done. Work done is equal to Fs into cos theta. Now where we get this value? Why we got this as Fs cos theta? So let's see here. I'm just drawing a diagram here. This is the force which I am applying, and it is a vector quantity. And this is the displacement. These are the two vectors. They are making an angle of theta. The angle between the force applied to vectors, that are force applied and displacement, is theta. Now we all know to break the components. The first component of the force is parallel to the displacement. Okay, this component is known as the cos component. Component along the base is known as the cos component. Component along the perpendicular is known as the sine component. So this value is going to be F cos theta, and this component is going to be F sine theta. This perpendicular component is going to be F sine theta. But since we are taking the parallel component of force, so here what is the work done? Work done is equal to actually parallel components of force into the displacement. Okay, into the displacement. What that means, parallel component of force multiplied means parallel component of force multiplied by the displacement. We are not taking the perpendicular component. We are taking only the parallel component. The same thing can be represented in one more format. Just see here. The same thing I can represent in one more format. If this is the force, I'm drawing exactly the same diagram. This is force. This is displacement. Force vector and displacement vector. Angle between them is theta. Now this displacement can also be broken into two components. One is along the force and other is perpendicular to the force. This angle is going to be 90 degree. So this component is S cos theta, and this component is going to be S sin theta. Can I write it like this? Okay. So by this diagram, by this figure, what I am getting, that I am multiplying force with the component of displacement parallel to the force. This also I can consider, means what? Out of the two vectors which I am multiplying, I have to break the component of any one vector of your choice. I will breaking any vector of your choice in the two components. One is parallel to the second vector and other is perpendicular to the second vector. And what will you do here? We will be multiplying the parallel component of force, parallel component of the first vector with the second vector. That we are doing. So here also work done equal to force into what I will say, parallel component of displacement. One thing you must have studied in class 10 or before that, you have studied in the chapter work power energy that work done is zero if the force applied is perpendicular to displacement. Have you studied that? When the force applied is perpendicular to the displacement, then work done is going to be zero. I am giving you a few examples. Suppose you are carrying a bag, you are carrying a bag in this direction and walking on the road. This is a road. You are carrying a bag and walking on the road. What is the force applied? You are applying the force in the upward direction. You want to lift the bag. So you will apply force in the upward direction to beat the gravity. And you will be moving in this direction. So what is the angle? The angle between the force and the displacement is 90 degree. Here, work done is zero. Okay. Also, suppose this is Earth. And I am having a satellite which is revolving around the Earth in which kind of orbit? It is a perfectly circular orbit. A perfectly circular orbit. In this case also work done on the satellite by the force of gravity is zero. How it is? This is the force of gravity towards the center of the earth. Gravity will always act towards the center of the earth. And what is the displacement? If it is moving by a very small distance, its displacement is perpendicular to force of gravity. If it comes here, this will be the force of gravity. This is the direction of displacement. You take it at any position. The force of gravity is towards the center and displacement is perpendicular. Here also, everywhere it is 90 degrees. So here also, work done. Work done by whom? By force of gravity is zero. Work done by the force of gravity here will be zero. So these are the few examples where I can say that when force is perpendicular to the displacement, then we are getting zero. Basically, what we are getting dot product of two vectors zero if angle between them is 90 degrees. Means if they are perpendicular, the dot product is going to be zero. So that's why when we are taking any vector at an angle with the second vector, then what we are doing, we are breaking this vector into two components, one perpendicular to that the second vector and one is parallel to the second vector. In this case, what we will take? We will take only the parallel components. I will not take perpendicular component, right? Because the dot product of perpendicular component and the second vector is going to be zero. Okay? Is it clear to all of you? Okay, just copy this completely. Okay, so let's see a few more examples based on dot product. Suppose force is equal to 6 Newton and displacement is equal to say 4 Newton. Okay, and angle between them 4 meter. It's not Newton. 4 meter. And angle between them is pi by 3 radians. Then what will be the work done in this case? Work done in this case will be simple F dot S. So F S cos of theta. Here F means magnitude of F and S means magnitude of S. Okay. So let's see what we are having. 6 multiplied by 4 into cos pi by 3 is equal to it will be 12 joule. Okay. One more example I am giving you. If F is equal to, if A is equal to 6 root 2 units, and B is equal to 3 units, and A dot B is equal to A dot B is equal to 18 units. Find the angle between them. Find the angle between them. In this case, what will be the angle between them? A dot B is 18 units. 1/8. So what is the angle we are getting in between them? We all know A dot B means, what is the meaning of A dot B? A dot B is equal to AB cos theta, and cos theta is equal to A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. So A dot B is equal to 18 units. 18 by magnitude of A is 6 root 2 multiplied by magnitude of B is 3. So what we are having? We are having 1 by root 2 is equal to cos of pi by 4. So what I am having? I am having theta as pi by 4 is the value. Theta will be how much? Theta is going to be pi by 4. A dot B is equal to 20 units. 20 units. Magnitude of A vector is equal to 2 units. And magnitude of B is equal to 8 units. Is the given condition possible? Is the given condition possible? A dot B is 20 units. A vector is, magnitude of A vector is 2 units. Magnitude of B vector is 8 units. Is the given condition possible? Here it is not possible. This given condition is not possible. Why it is not possible? Simply just see here. You know cos theta is A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. So A dot B magnitude is 20 by magnitude of A is 2, magnitude of B is 8. So that is equal to 20 by 16, which means 5 by 4 greater than 1. So cos theta cannot be greater than 1. It cannot be greater than 1. Right? So given condition is not possible. Condition is impossible. So these are the few types of examples we will be getting. If A is equal to 2 units, B is equal to, say, 4 units, B is equal to 4 units, and A dot B is equal to A dot B is equal to 2.5 units. Find magnitude of A plus B. Find magnitude of A plus B. Okay, How to do it? Just try to solve it. Let's see. How to do it? It's not 25, it's 2.5. Okay, just keep this in mind. It is 2.5. Okay, so let's see how to get this. A plus B का magnitude क्या होता है? What is the magnitude of A plus B? Magnitude of A plus B is root of A square plus 2AB cos theta plus B square. Now I think you have got the hint how to do it. AB cos theta का मतलब क्या होता है? A dot B ना? So that is going to be root of A square plus 2 times A dot B plus B square. I can write the sum of two vectors in this format also. This format is also correct. So that's going to be A square. Where it is? A square. It is 4 plus 2 times of 2.5. I could have written 5 by 2 also. Plus B square is how much? 4 square. It is 4 square, which means 16. 16. So that is equal to 4 plus 5 plus 16 plus 4, 16 plus 4, 20 plus 5, it is root of 25. Root of 25. That's going to be 5 units. Okay. So you can see the variety of questions based on this. So now here we are having a vector product in 3D coordinate system. When we are coming to 3D coordinate system, what we are introducing? We are introducing the 3 unit vectors along x, y, and z axis. So that is I cap, j cap, k cap. I am taking a vector A is equal to x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap. I have introduced this vector A, and the second vector which I am introducing is x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. These are the two vectors which I have introduced. And what I need the product of these two vectors. Product, suppose P is the product, is equal to A dot B. So what I'm going to write? A is x1i, y1j plus z1k dot x2i plus y2j plus z2k. So these are the two vectors which I have introduced. So what to do in this case? If I start multiplying one by one, x1 into x2, na? We do the same thing. Na? If you are multiplying two expressions, what we are doing? We are multiplying individual terms one by one. First term of the first expression, multiply this with all. Second term of the first expression, multiply this with all. Third term, multiply with this all. This we are doing. So let's do it. x1 into x2, here x1, x2. I cap dot I cap. x1, x2 are scalar quantities. I cap, j cap, k cap are the vector quantities. x1, x2, y1, y2, z1, z2 are scalars. The vectors which I am having are I cap, j cap, and k cap. Plus x1, y2, I dot j plus x1, z2, I dot k plus आते हैं second term y1 x2 it is j dot I plus y1 y2 j dot j plus y1 z2 j dot k actually j dot k. plus third term and the last term, that is z1 x1 k dot I plus z1 y2 k dot j plus z1 z2 k dot k. Now, in the beginning we discussed that whenever we are taking dot product, what we are doing? The first example which I gave you of work done. What we are multiplying? What we are multiplying? We are actually multiplying the two parallel components of the vectors. Na? We are not multiplying the perpendicular components. Basically, if the two vectors are perpendicular, then we cannot multiply them. The product we are getting will be 0. I am giving you example here. See, if A is parallel to B, if A is parallel to B, then theta equal to 0 and cos theta is how much? 1. Cos theta is 1. So A dot B is equal to A into B, magnitude of A into B, where A is magnitude of A and B is magnitude of B. This we are taking. Second condition, what we are getting? Second condition I am getting, if A is perpendicular to B, theta is 90 degree or pi by 2, cos theta is 0, so A dot B is 0. Directly I am going to take it. Okay? So by this condition, what we get? That if I am multiplying two vectors which are parallel, I will just take the product of their magnitudes. Simply I will take the product of their magnitude. है ना? मैंने क्या किया यहाँ पे? I have just taken the product of magnitudes. If they are perpendicular, it is straight away 0. Okay? No need of second thought. So here, just find out which vectors are perpendicular here. I dot I are parallel vectors. What is the value of I dot I? Can you see? I dot I is equal to 1. Magnitude of I is 1. Magnitude of I cap is 1. So 1 into 1 into cos of 0. There is 1. Okay. Here I dot j, they are perpendicular. So this is going to be 0. Again, I dot k is again going to be 0. है ना? J dot I again 0. They are perpendicular to each other. X, Y, Z. They are mutually perpendicular to each other. J dot j. Here I am getting 1. Here J dot k again 0. K dot I again 0. K dot j again 0. So what is left here? X1, X2, Y1, Y2, Z1, Z2. Rest all are cancelled. Only X1, X2, Y1, Y2 and Z1, Z2 are left. It means when I am taking dot product of A and B, X1, X2 plus Y1, Y2 plus Z1, Z2. Just add them. Okay. So here the scalar product or the dot product of A dot B, what I am getting? X1, X2 plus Y1, Y2 plus Z1, Z2. That's it. This is the product. If I take R1 equal to I plus J minus K and R2 is equal to 2I plus J plus K. So what is R1 dot R2? Directly X1, X2, X1, X2 plus Y1, Y2 plus Z1, Z2. So 1 into 2, 1 into 2 plus 1 into 1 minus 1 into 1. So that is equal to 2 plus 1 minus 1. That is 2 is the value. Okay. Just multiply coefficient of x with x, y with y, z with z. Coefficient of I with I, j with j, k with k. Okay, so let's see a few examples based on this. Vector A is 2I plus j minus k and B is I plus j plus 3k. I plus j plus 3k. So what is A dot B? A dot B in this case again x1, x2, y1, y2, z1, z2, 2 into 1 plus 1 into 1 and minus 1 into 3. So that is equal to 2 plus 1 minus 3 is equal to how much? What we are getting here? We got 0. So what can we say about the vectors A and B? Okay. 2 into 1. X1, X2. X1 is 1, X2 is 2. Then okay. So what I can say about the vectors A and B. So about the vectors A and B, I can say that they are perpendicular to each other because the dot product is 0. Okay. When do we get 0 as a dot product? We get 0 as a dot product when they are perpendicular to each other. Similarly, if A is equal to suppose I cap plus y j cap, I cap plus c j cap plus 3k cap, है ना? And B vector is equal to 2i minus j cap plus k cap, है ना? And A is perpendicular to B, then find C. What to do here in this case? What will be the value of C? A vector is given, B vector is given, and it is given that A perpendicular to B. Then you have to find the value of C. So what is C? C will be equal to 5. How it is equal to 5? When they are perpendicular, directly I can write A dot B equal to 0. And A dot B, what is A dot B? 1 into 2. C into minus 1, minus C, है ना? And 3 into 1. Okay? So this is A dot B I am getting, and that should be equal to 0. So bring C on the left hand side. C will come on the left hand side. C is equal to 2 plus 3, 5. I got the value of C. Okay, so these are the few varieties in the 3D form. These are the few varieties I am having in 3D coordinate system. A is equal to I cap plus J cap plus K cap, है ना? A is equal to I cap plus J cap plus K cap. B vector is equal to 2I cap minus J cap plus K cap. 2I cap plus J cap, or simply I am writing suppose I cap minus J cap, K cap. Then find the angle between A vector and B vector. You need to find the angle between the vectors A and B. So how we are going to proceed here in this case? Don't say either 0 or 90 because there are many values between 0 degree and 90 degree. So let's see here what to do. We all know that the basics of vectors, that A dot B is equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. Okay. If I take A equal to mod A, magnitude of A, B is equal to mod B, magnitude of B. So what I can write? A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. If I need to find angle, I need an equation based on theta. So if I apply dot operator, I am getting theta here in the equation. So cos theta is equal to A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. So what I can write A dot B? 1 minus 1 plus 1. 1 minus 1 plus 1 in the numerator. Okay, just take the dot product, you will get it. 1 minus 1 and plus 1. Also, what is AB? Magnitude of A and magnitude of B. So magnitude of A is equal to root of x square plus y square plus z square, diagonal of the cuboid. Okay, by that concept I am getting the magnitude is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is equal to 3. Okay, and magnitude of B is also equal to 1 plus, again minus of 1 square is also 1 plus 1, root 3 actually, equal to root 3. So by using this, what I am getting? I am getting root 3 into root 3. So cos theta is equal to 1 by 3, which implies that theta equal to cos inverse of 1 by 3. Cos inverse 1 by 3 is the angle between the two vectors A and B. Okay, is it clear to all of you? Okay, so here we will be discussing one more question based on the vectors, dot product of vectors. A is a vector which is given as 3i cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. Okay, find, and not find, B is a vector is in xy plane. In which plane? It is in xy plane. And has x component of 6 units. And B vector is perpendicular to A. Then find B. What you have to do? You have to find B. So how to solve this question now? Let's first study what is given here. A vector A is given. Okay. In simple, it is A is a vector which is given to you. B is a vector in xy plane. B is a vector in xy plane means what you can conclude? Can you tell me? What conclusion can you draw? That B is in xy plane. What is the conclusion that we can have with this term, with this statement? B is in the xy plane. Just tell me. XY plane. Just try to imagine the 3D coordinate system in XY plane. If a vector is there in XY plane, then what is the conclusion we can draw? Yes, very good. The coefficient of k cap will be 0. No z component. मान लो ये वाला x axis है. This is the x axis in the plane of the board. Okay. This is y axis in the plane of the board, and this is z axis, है ना? So if I am taking a vector with 0 z component, then where it will be? Its tail will be here, and where will be the head? Head has to be in this plane. It cannot come out of this plane because z component has to be 0. Okay, it has to be in its plane. So this vector is in the same plane. This is vector B. Okay, is it clear to you now? Now, what is the question given to you? It has a component of 6 units. Has x component of how many units? It is having x component of 6 units. Okay, I don't know y component. Let the y component be C, suppose. C is the y component. So what I can write? B vector is equal to 6 I cap plus how many j cap? C j cap plus how many k cap? 0 k cap. No z component. 0 k cap. मतलब it can be written like this: 6 I plus C j cap. 6 I cap plus C j cap is the vector B. Now what is the question? Another condition is given that B is perpendicular to A. मतलब B dot A or A dot B, anything you can take, है ना? B dot A or A dot B is equal to 0. Let's take it A dot B. 3 into 6, how much? 18. A dot B, x1 or x2 वो multiply करो, just multiply x1 with x2, 18. Then minus 2 with C, minus 2 into C, it is equal to 0. So what is C? 9. So vector B is 6I plus 9j cap. Is this question clear to all of you? So here we are having another question. A force is acting, okay, a force is acting on a body which is given as suppose 6 I cap plus j cap minus k cap, Newton, okay, it is in Newton, and a body moves under the action of force F from A, suppose A is to B, which is suppose okay, it moves under the action of this force from point A to point B. Calculate the work done. You need to calculate the work done. The force is given and it is moving from one point to another point. In 3D space, the 2 points are located by the coordinates. A is located as 1, 1, 1, and B is located as 3, 2, minus 1 in the 3D coordinate system. So you have to calculate the work done in this case. So what we are having? The first of all, we all know work done is equal to F dot S. But you need S first, है ना? What is S? From A to B. It is the motion from A to B, है ना? From the point A to B. This is the displacement, ना? Displacement is from the point A to B. So what we are going to do? Displacement is equal to position vector of B minus position vector of A. This we are going to do. Final point minus initial point is the displacement. So that is equal to B to A. B to A, it's going to be B vector, position vector of B is 3I plus 2J minus K, wait, minus K, minus A is equal to I plus J plus K. So that's going to be, it is 2I cap plus j cap minus 2k cap is the displacement. Now work done is equal to F dot S, and F is equal to 6I plus j minus k minus 2k, 6I plus j minus k, 6I cap plus j cap minus k cap dot 2I cap plus j cap minus 2k cap, that is equal to 12 plus 1 into 1 is 1 minus minus plus 1 into 2 is 2. So that is equal to 12 plus 3 is 15 joule is the answer. Okay. So just go through the notes which I have sent you.